Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zoe Dune. Got my coffee here. Got my sugar over here somewhere. Got my ranch dressing. I don't know, everything's a mess. Want to talk a little bit about what happened on Wednesday. On my way to downtown, as usual, there's always some altercations going on the train and public transport, and got to have your camera ready. It's a good thing I did, because when I got on the train, there was a guy. Let me back up here real quick before I get to this to explain. Generally, I imagine in any city that has public transport, especially runs, if the trains in this case run late at night, early in the morning, homeless people get on there and they stay on it, sleep there generally, and drivers really don't get involved in that at all. They just let them do it. So early in the morning, I get on the train, and there's a guy across the aisle from me, or the seat across the aisle, sleeping. He's got his blanket over him. Think nothing of it. I did think about taking a picture of him, but I didn't, and I should have at this point, because ticket officers got on the train in downtown and try to wake this guy up. They woke him up all right. Check this out.
Final destination, Parker Road Station.
Sir, you can't do that on the train.
Now arriving
Barrels too,
St. Paul.
come on the barrels too.
Doors will open to the
Holy
right.
sir, this is not the military.
Doors will open automatically.
Barrels were better than you motherfucking man. I ain't gotta do shit.
Good morning, guys. Checking tickets.
Get the fuck out of my face. That's what you can do.
Checking the tickets.
Do you have your pass?
Man, you get out of my face, homie. Fuck this.
Thank you.
Get out of this bitch. Fuck this shit. Fuck y'all think you can eat on outside, man. I murder you and every motherfucker looking like you and every motherfucker with a frown and get a smoke.
Go ahead and get out. Get out.
Shit, matter of fact, don't worry, we're gonna shut this bitch down in 20 minutes. Do I need to say what?
What do you do?
You'll be seeing more of that kind of thing as I go around with my camera. During the pandemic, there were some attacks. I got involved in some attacks. I got attacked, I think, we're looking at 2 times. Aside from that, there have been some altercations as well. I know at one point, sometimes what will happen is they'll sleep on the seat and then stretch their legs out across the aisle, blocking the aisle off, and you have to walk over them. But rather than walk over them, at one point, there was this young guy who was doing that, probably same time early in the morning. I tapped him on the legs to move his legs, and he did. But then he got pissed off and came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder, and I had my earphones in, so I couldn't hear him, but I took them off, and he said, "Hey, I didn't like that." Now, in a situation like that, first of all, this fucker is the one who's causing the problem. I'm telling him to move. You don't want to move? Now you got a problem with me? Well, now we're going to have a problem. In situations like that, I have to decide whether I'm going to hit the guy or what. And like I said, there have been some altercations already on the train that I've been involved in that start off like that. But in this case, I didn't do anything because the ticket officer was actually boarding, and the dude clearly didn't have a ticket, so he cleared out. He moved to another car. Also, as far as the ticketing thing goes, I didn't even have my pass that morning because I tried to do it on. I tried to do the card thing, but something was wrong with my phone. It wasn't charging up, so I'm going across town on a dead phone, so I couldn't use the ticket app. I went over to the kiosk to get a ticket, and it wasn't taking the card. It was, you put the card through and slide it out, and it wasn't even like registering that you were putting one in. So I was basically prepared to be like, look, I can't do the app on my phone. It's not, my phone is dead. And I tried to do it from the kiosk, but it's not taking a card. But they saw me, when they saw me holding the camera, they realized, just look him over, right? Just, it's fine. He's got this thing recorded or whatever. Just pass him by. So I didn't even have to say anything to them. So that was pretty cool.